Market basket. It reviews consumer preferences and lifestyles in a way that no survey can fully capture. It is defined by asking what goes with what products are ordered in or purchased together. For example, people like to buy hot dogs and hot dog buns together, or buy peanut butter and bread together. Market basket analysis. It identifies the stress of association between pairs of products purchased together. It identifies the patterns of when two or more things take place together. For example, we want to identify if there is a pair of items, A and B, that are frequently bought together. The purpose. If there's a pair of items, A and B, that are frequently bought together, what we can do. Firstly, both A and B can be placed on the same shelf, so that buyers of one item would be promoted to buy the other. Secondly, promotional discounts could be applied to just one, but one out of those two items. Thirdly, advertisements on A could be targeted at buyers who purchase B. Fourthly, A and B could be combined into a new product, such as having B in flavors of A. To identify those kind of a pattern, we need to use several measures. Measure 1, support. This says how popular an item set is, as measured by the proportion of transactions in which an item set appears. We usually set up the threshold like 0.01 or 0.001. That means 1 in every 100 or 1000 market baskets must contain that item set. If the item set is lower than the threshold, we may not consider it into our analysis. In this case, we can reduce the number of transactions we are looking at. Here's an example. We have 8 transactions. We want to identify what is the support of Apple. So, we have to figure out how many transactions that contain Apple. In this example, the first 4 transactions contain Apple. And then we have to find how many transactions in total. The total is 8. Then we can find out the support of Apple is 4 divided 8, which is 0.5. Measure 2, confidence. This says how likely item B is purchased when item A is purchased, expressed as A to B. This is measured by the proportion of transactions with item A in which item B also appears. The confidence of Apple to beer is 3 out of 4, or 75% in the previous example. To identify what's the confidence of Apple to beer, we firstly need to figure out what's the support of Apple and beer, because we have already calculated the support of Apple, which is 0.5. Let's look back to our example. To find out the support for Apple and beer, firstly, we have to see how many transactions that contain both Apple and beer. It's very obvious the first 3 transactions contain Apple and beer together. So we put 3 as the denominator. And then how many transactions in total? It's 8. Then we can easily find out the confidence for Apple to beer as 3 out of 4. Measure 3, lift. This says how likely item B is purchased when item A is purchased, while controlling for how popular item B is. In this example, the lift of apple to beer is 1. So look at this formula. Support of apple and beer, support of apple are both calculated out by us. What we have to look at is support of beer. It's still very similar as before. We have to find out how many transactions contain beer, which is 6, and how many transactions in total, which is 8. Then the lift of apple to beer is 1. What does that mean? What does the lift mean? If a lift is 1, which implies there is no association between items. If the lift value is greater than 1, it means that item B is likely to be bought if item A is bought. What if a lift value is less than 1? It means that item B is unlikely to be bought if item A is bought. So after we identify the association between items, we can have several applications. Firstly, retail. In retail, market basket analysis can help determine what items are purchased together and purchased by season. This can assist retailers to determine product placement and promotion optimization. Telecommunications. In telecommunications, where high churn rates continue to be a growing concern, market basket can be used to determine what services are being utilized and what packages customers are purchasing. They can use that knowledge to direct market efforts at customers who are more likely to follow the same path. Banks. In financial, market basket analysis can be used to analyze credit card purchases of customers to build profiles for fraud detection purposes and cross-selling purposes. So insurance. Market basket analysis can be used to build profiles to detect medical insurance claim fraud. By building up the profiles of claims, you are able to then use the profiles to determine if more than one claim belongs to a particular claim within a specified period of time.